Live, but not really, from the Gruppet Studios production studios in New Hampshire. It's the Steven Universe Vlogs, starring the Gruppeteer. This episode's gonna be real long, but I'm gonna do the entire thing in song, and I don't care if it sounds real bad, I'm gonna do it off the top of my head. So here's how the episode starts. The episode starts with all the money that Greg got from the last episode in a little check that he got. He got it all from the thing. I can't do this. This was a waste. Everything was a mistake. Hello everybody, it's the Gruppeteer, and I'm back again with another Steven Universe Vlog, and today's episode is Mr. Greg, and in this episode, Greg learns that he got all the money from the end of last episode, which I complained about last episode, even though I knew that it would probably turn into something. Anyway, he got it all from, he sold the Soar Like a Comet, or I guess Marty sold the Soar Like a Comet song to the Rare Pepe's Burgers, and I guess that made him $2 trillion, and not $2 trillion. He made him $10 million exactly on the point. So he's never had this much money before. So he doesn't want to buy a house or send Steven to college or online courses or anything, or he doesn't want to donate it to Cartoons vs. Cancer, the show to help raise money for children with cancer. And when talking to your favorite cartoon creators, a new episode on August 23rd with Maxwell Adams, the creator of Billy and Mandy. Actually, it's the 24th, but I'm not supposed to tell you that yet. Anyway, so what he wants to do is he wants to take Steven on a trip. So, anywhere he wants. So they're going to go to Empire City, which, here's a little history lesson. You know how New York City has the Empire State Building? Guess what? New York is the Empire State. Like, its title is the Empire State. What? So it's not that hard to piece together that it means the Empire City. But, if you don't get it, that's not my problem. Hey, you be getting mad. I'd be getting $10 million on a burger commercial. So, why is this chair so squeaky? I use this in all my videos. Alright, so anyway, so Greg and Steven take Pearl along for the trip to Empire City, and they get to this Grand Budapest Hotel, and they go in, and obviously Empire City is New York City, like I just said, and it is so pretty, it's so gorgeous. They've, I think they showed it before in that episode where Steven, Same Old World, they show it there, but, this is, in the city, and they just do beautiful, beautiful colors with it. I love it. The colors they do, all these dreamlike, this stuff, I hate to say the stuff you'd expect from Steven Universe, but the stuff you can expect from Steven Universe is still high-quality stuff, and it's a really, really beautiful city design. I love the colors of the stuff and everything, because if you've been to New York, which I have, then it's a beautiful place. Even if it's a crime-ridden, dirty city, it's still a beautiful crime-ridden, dirty city, like L.A., or my city, Manchester. So, yeah, well, Manchester's not pretty. Anyway, you've never been to Manchester. Don't even act like you know what I'm talking about. So, no, I love the design they do on the city. I wish they explored it a little bit more, but I get what they were doing right with this episode. And what they did with this episode with that big dream-like color design makes a lot of sense. So I know why. I get it. I'm into that. So, yeah, they go in. They have a few musical numbers. And Pearl doesn't want to hang out with Greg and Steven because she's all sad. So, through easily the best song in the episode, come on, was anybody rooting for any other song in the episode? This was the best one. This is my pick for the best one, at least. Through the best song in the episode, Pearl explains that how do I put this? She doesn't, hate Greg by any means. She even says that in the episode, but she just, she's kind of jealous of the attention she deserved from he got from Rose, and I guess Pearl might have think she deserved that. So, that's nothing new by any means, but it's still really interesting to hear in this episode because we've heard in the past that Pearl, is kind of jealous of when Rose gives other people attention, but we've never seen either of the characters address it to each other, especially with Steven as the middleman. So that was really interesting. And Greg and Steven hear the entire thing. So Greg goes and gets Cherry drunk, but they save him from his deep, dark sadness, and Greg and Pearl sing a song together that they get so close that any creep on Tumblr is going to make all kinds of creepy Rule 34 about Pearl and Greg. People, Greg and Pearl. Is this going to be a thing? Because I haven't checked. But this is going to be a thing. If this is a thing, if there's girl fan fiction or peg fan fiction all over the place, I'm going to quit these vlogs. This isn't a joke. I'm going to quit. You're sick. He's a married man whose wife is dead in his child's stomach. And she's like a 1,000-year-old lesbian lady who's also a space rock, who also doesn't technically exist. Her body's a hologram. You sickos. Get a life. Get a life. Go draw Symbionic Titan stuff instead. At least their character justifications are in the episode. Anyway, that was no. Oh no, I'm gonna get the hate from the Symbionic Titan fans. I really like Symbionic Titan, don't hurt me. I'll probably never get Gendy Tartakovsky on my show. So anyway, they sing about it, and everything's cool, because just like in Steven Universe, everything's cool if you sing about it. And it is. It's all cool in the end. And then they go home, and they're friends again. So everybody wins in the end. So this episode was awesome. I love this. They've worked a long time on this episode, through, just things the staff has said. I know that it's super unprofessional. The clip-on tie is not supposed to go over, the neck or the collar. Anyway, I know that staff is, through like stuff they've said on Twitter and stuff, I know the staff has been working a while on this one, and it really shows. The art direction's amazing. One thing I noticed is the directing in this episode is really good too, as it is with most musical episodes. It's hard to direct a musical episode wrong, not in terms of that it's super easy to do, but in terms of like you don't really give the task of storyboarding or directing the entire musical epic episode to like the intern who just walked in and brought you the right donut. It's just like, do you want strawberry? It's like, draw us an Emmy winner, kid. He's like, I don't even know who Steven is. Oh. Oh no, that was bad. So, yeah, no, I really like that. The songs are great. You know how I am with Steven's singing voice, but I actually really like it in this episode. At least Amethyst wasn't singing. Don't hurt me. No! Don't hurt me. Please. I can have opinions. Please. Oh no! If you're watching this vlog, you probably already know that I don't like Amethyst's voice. If you don't, I do not particularly favor towards Amethyst's character, and I do love her voice actress, but I cannot say that I like her singing voice that much. Is not a mean thing to say at all, actually. That's just called, criticism. Live with it. So anyway, this hat just has to stay on my head. That's all I need from this vlog. Anyway, so yeah, no, Pearl's voice as the trained Broadway actress she is still amazing. She sounds beautiful. Greg's voice, who is I think he's a trained comedy musician, which doesn't mean he's not an actual musician. Weird Al's like an actual genius. Like literally, look at Weird Al's like accomplishments. He's not like, it's not like saying that guy's a genius. No, he like graduated from some we're not gonna get it. He's a smart guy. He's a very smart guy. Smarter than me, because he's spent like 20 years doing what I kind of do, and he's getting money from it. Well, he doesn't interview people. Anyway, this is way off track. So yeah, episode, it's really good. I really, really like the way that they handled Greg and Pearl's thing. They didn't really stretch it out that long. They've addressed both. Now this is really interesting, that they've addressed both sides of this problem before. They've addressed, that Pearl is jealous, I guess, and that Greg kind of feels bad around the gems, and that he misses Rose, obviously. And they spent a lot of time developing both of those things, and they brought them together in one episode, and in 11 minutes, it's resolved. And you're like, oh, Grumpeteer, you said the same thing about the cluster, and you said that was horrible, how they spent, a billion episodes on the cluster, and then they resolved it in one episode. What is that? Well, so the thing with the cluster is, the thing I didn't like about the cluster is that they built it up so big that they just kind of finished it in even half an episode. They did half an episode on that, because the other half was them just going down in a drill. With this one, both of these aren't, the tides of March destroying the world sort of thing. This is just two emotional characters that have emotional problems, and they're colliding together, and that creates an emotional conflict. And it's one that relates to each other. It's not like, this guy likes apples and this guy likes oranges, but if you put them together, it's like this person has really strong feelings about, Rose, and this person has the same thing. Put them together, and it's a really interesting conflict. They kind of explore this with a maximum capacity with Amethyst. I don't know if they'll do this with Garnet. That'd actually be pretty interesting to watch. But overall, 10 out of 10. Okay, not 10 out of 10. No, I haven't, it was a really good episode. I ain't never seen no 10 out of 10s before. But this was a really, really good episode. Overall, I'd say this is probably, I think best of the new Stephen Baum is kind of not fair because there's only been 2 episodes in it. But I'd say this is the best one in a long time, honestly. If I'm to be completely honest with you, and it's not that I didn't like the other ones, obviously. Just go back and watch the vlogs, and I can tell you everything I liked about it. And I'm not saying that the other ones were bad, but this one really stood out for the quality, the animation, the art direction, the designs, everything around it, everything about it, all the effort put in. You can really tell in every single little, frame and note they sing. And it's just a really, really overall good episode. So, thumbs up to Rebecca, who's never going to watch this vlog. That's a really good job. So, besides that, I will see you guys later. I'm going to be in LA the rest of the week, so the videos are going to be made in some LA hotel. And see you guys later. Bye-bye.